You know, it's not about the pastor. It's not about the Sunday school teacher. It's not about the ones who vacuum the floor. It's not about the ones who go knock on door to door. It's not about the ones who go and sit and pray with each other. It's not about the one that will take the time to make phone calls. It's about everything about it. All. It's about all of it. Not part of it. Not some of it. It's about all of it. I'm reminded of the 12 tribes of Israel. When they were traveling along, and then all of a sudden each one had to carry a part of the tabernacle. Hello? What would have happened if one of those tribes had journeyed off when it was time to assemble the tabernacle? We would probably be reading about some tribe being burned or something. I don't know. You know, God getting really upset about that stuff. Because face it, He gave specific instructions on how that tabernacle was designed. All the way down from whatever color that needed to be in it, whatever color that did not be in it, what type of wood to use, what were the measurements. The exact measurements had to be there. God has given us a responsibility of this church to be that tabernacle. That we all have to work together. We all play a part in it. I pray every day that when that door opens, that people are not walking into a building, but they're walking into the heart of God. To the very heartbeat of God. That is where we need to be. Not on some agenda, not on some play. Don't get me wrong, all those things are good. But if it ain't about Him, let's don't be about it. Let's don't be faking it till we try to. But let's start believing it until we see it. We are all on this boat. We are all on Sean's boat. Hello? And we need prayer that we'll finish. No, I'm kidding. But we're all on this journey. Let's not give the enemy any more authority. Let's not give him any more credit. Let's go as God has told us to go. And whenever I look at Judges chapter 18, verse 6, it says this, "And the priest said unto them, Go in peace, before the Lord is your way wherein you go." God has already set it before us. He's already made the way. He's already planned it out. All we got to do is stick to the instructions that we so do not like to look at. Come on. How many of y'all read the instructions before you put anything together? Oh, show off. Oh, God. Lord, you said there was one. I don't care. She may look at it, but she don't read it. She goes, oh, there it is, okay. How many of you all agree with the instructions of that thing? It's like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why would they put that there? What was the reason for that piece being there? There has no purpose of that even being on there. It's kind of like the broom and the dustpan thing. That you clip onto the broom, okay? That stupid thing gets in the way when you try to sweep, don't it? So why is it on there? What's the purpose of it? So we don't lose it. But yet, the purpose of it is to complain that it's there. Same thing in our spiritual life. God says, I want you to go in this direction. We go, but God, look, it is better if we go this way because there's more things to look at this way than it is that way. God, there's more things to do over here. But God has already said, I've already set the path before you. I've already made it known to you. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Are you listening to the direction? The Bible says that God said, and it's His word, you take it up with Him. One of my favorite verses is Psalms 25:12. And it says, let integrity and uprightness preserve me as I wait on thee. As I wait on thee, O God. Waiting for instructions to go wherever you want me to go, do whatever you want me to do, say whatever you want me to say, O God. Let me be your light. God, do not let that light that you lit that day be extinguished or go its separate way. I don't want to be on the opposite ends of the unity candle. I want to be a part of it. I want to burn bright. I want to burn together. That the fire of the Holy Ghost fall upon us so heavy that we can't contain it. Last week, God gave me a word and said, the most dangerous thing for a child of His or a believing church is to lose the passion to be in the presence of Him. That is so dangerous. That we lose that passion. We lose that desire to be in His presence. Shame on us if that's what we do. Unity is the cord that binds us together, that keeps us together. In that upper room, the Word says that when they became in one mind and one accord, the power fell. The enemy has told us that this is the best it's going to get. The world is just going to keep getting worse. And there's nothing we're going to be able to do about it, so we might as well just go through the motions. Hello? Am I the only one? We might as well just go through the motions, do our thing, and go on home and let God be God. Hello? But ain't He a liar? Because you see, this time, right here, right now, this year, is God's opportunity to show up and show out for His children. He's already gave us the promise. Why aren't we taking it? Why aren't we going over and possessing it? Why aren't we just grabbing hold of the horns of the altar with people and say, God, here they are. Chapter 18 of Judges, verse 9. And this is for us, church. And it says, in verse 9, it says, and they said, arise, that we may go up against them. For we have seen the land, and behold, it is very good. And ye are still, be not slothful to go and to enter and to possess the land. That's our challenge. Not be slothful. To not be weak. Not be double-minded. But to bind in unity so much till all of hell's gates shake, because they know that we're praying and we're believing. We're not just going through the motions, but we're putting motion into effect. Right. We got the momentum coming our way. We're not waiting on something else to happen. It's already happened. We just need to get in it. We need to catch up to it. We need to go in and possess what God has already told us. He sent us to this land and this beautiful country all around us right here in Ashland City, Tennessee. He sent us all here for a reason. And it's time for us to rise up and to possess the land that He has given to us.
That's right.
We don't need to wait for an answer. We don't need to wait for a billboard sign. We don't need to wait for a message. We don't need a second opinion. We just need to go where God has told us to go.
Amen.
We need to do what God has told us to do. We need to be what God has told us to be. We need to go. And I know the question you're asking, well, how are we going to do that? How are we? Don't you think I asked God, how in the world do you expect us? We can't do it the way we're going. Such as these things can only be done through prayer and fasting. Oh, y'all was so hoping I wasn't saying that, wouldn't y'all? But I know we all like to eat. Things can't be done except through prayer and fasting. And I'm not talking about our little tabletop prayers we do sometimes. Hello? I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But it's not until we get that passion back that we want and we desire to be in the presence of God. I'm not worried if no one else shows up here to pray. I'm not worried if no one else does their own. I can't do that. All I can do is look at me. I'm responsible for me. I know what I've chosen. I know what me and my wife have chosen. We choose to be in the presence. We choose to not be slothful. But the only way we're going to quit being a yo-yo church, hello, is if we bind in unity.
That's right.
Unless we come together and say, God, we want to be in your presence. We want to set our city on fire. We want to make a difference. Let's come to unity. Let's let God extinguish us together in His holy name and see the enemy run for the hills. Start seeing our children interested in wanting to be in church on Sunday versus being with their friends that day. Versus seeing families being brought back together versus being torn apart.
That's right.
Start seeing a fulfillment of God's pleasure, not ours.
Amen.
To see His kingdom grow. Oh my. How awesome that would be if you had to show up on Sunday mornings early just to get a seat. Amen?
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't, you had to stand around. Hello? We can get more seats. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's not about the numbers in here, though. Let's don't focus on that. You can fill this room with all you want to. But unless we are in unity and we are binding together, they're never going to stay, because we cannot equip ourselves in that fashion. It's about His kingdom and His glory. Let God add to the church. Hello? Let God add, because He will bring in workers that will be workers of workers. Moses had Caleb and Joshua. I bet he had hundreds more, Brother Sean. They just wasn't mentioned. I bet you 10 of those 5 were probably his workers. That's the reason he sent them. He trusted them. But who are we? We are a child of the Most High God. That's who we are. I love this building, but it's not about this building. It's about His kingdom. I love this journey I'm on, because I'm thinking, if I wasn't on this journey here, I'd be on a journey somewhere else. And I choose this journey with you. With you. So that we can see our city, our county, ablaze for God's kingdom. Amen? Verse 9. And they said, "Arise, that we may go up against him. For we have seen the land, and behold, it is very good. And ye are still. Be not slothful to go, and enter to possess the land." Amen? God has given it to us. That's why we're here. God has given it to us. He's moved some of us from way all across parts of states and counties and everywhere else. But we're here now. And our goal, our mission, is to find the lost and equip the found. Amen? Stand with me this morning. You know, as a pastor, I get excited for Sundays because I know I get to come and shout and carry on. I can't do it at home. My house is too small for that. I can run out. And you know, I love preaching God's Word. I really do. I don't think I'm all that good at it, but that's okay. I do it because I love it. And I want to be a part of it. Each one of us has a part. Each one of us has a role. Each one of us is just as important as the other. We are in this together. Isn't it time that we take our rightful place in the presence of God to be effective for Him? because I know it's been hard. We've lost family. I know. It's hard. Losing mom, losing dad, friends. But the thing we have to remember is that God gives us peace that passes all understanding. Doesn't mean we don't go through it. That means we make it through it. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have a hard time, but it means that there's something good coming out on the other end. I'm not staying in a storm. I'm going through it. I'm not staying at the bottom of the well. I'm being drawn up. And when I'm up on that mountain, I know eventually I'm going to have to come down off of it. I just pray that it's easily, okay? But no matter what comes, no matter what goes, God is still God, and I know that He has called each and every one of us here for this reason, for this purpose, for His plan. We're not by no accident. We have choices whether we want to come or not. We choose to come to hear what God has to say. And trust me, all week long, I didn't like what I was hearing. I was standing there praying this morning. I said, God, give me something different. But this is the time. This is what we need to hear. Because this is who we are. We are children of the Most High God. And we have a purpose to reach that lost one. To love on the unlovable. To hug on the ones that don't want it. To stand when no one else wants to stand. We are called the watchmen for a reason. We are to stand up on that watchtower, and we are to look down, and if we see one in distress, we are to go to it. We are to open the gate so they may find comfort, that he might find security, that he might find peace. God has prophesied over this building that this is a healing station, and I love that. I love that. But sometimes we need healing too. Come on. When you show up at church and you don't feel good, don't feel good. You show up at church mad, be mad. That's fine. But when you show up, say, God, I got a bad attitude, but I'm here for a change. I'm here for my healing, oh God. I'm here for my deliverance. I'm here for my partaking, oh God. I need this. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of being mad. I'm tired of being upset. I'm tired of being knocked down, drugged down, and run around. When's it my time, God? Now. Now. You have not because you asked it. There's a difference between asking and acknowledging. I can ask Sean all day for $5 and he can hold it out, but unless I reach out there and take it, it has no purpose. It's just words. Reach out. Take it. Take a hold of it. Take hold of that power and authority that He's given to you. And say, God, I shall not be moved. I want to see this city. I want to see this county. I want to see the churches set on fire for you, oh God. For your kingdom and your glory. I want to see your schools, God. I want to see revival break out so heavily that whenever the buses pull up everybody falls out. Amen? I want to see it. And I'm going to believe it until I see it. What about you? What do you